Hi friends, Tiffany here with River City Advocacy. I am Outreach and Development Director at RCA, and we've currently experienced a lot of changes at RCA, but also all over the country, all over the world, I guess. So transitioning to working at home has been really interesting for me, and I just wanted to share a little bit of that, and I'm going to do my best to be open about this process for me, and reach out to the counselors in my network and that I work with at RCA, and see if I can get some of those suggestions or helpful tips to you. So that's what this video is going to be about. There will be future videos, I think, that are kind of addressing some of my concerns and some of the concerns that I'm hearing from just people out in the community, hearing from friends, hearing from family about how to deal with what's going on. It's been pretty rough and strange for all of us, right? So I'm going to focus on that. I have been at home now for about a month, and working from home and having to cancel a lot of plans and changing a lot of things. And as a lot of you know, I have a kindergartner that's now at home with me too, which I love, but has been pretty exhausting in a lot of ways, in learning how to do homeschooling and learning how to occupy a 5-year-old while trying to get work done, while trying to maintain the house being clean, has been tough and different. And it seems like every week I have kind of a new MO on how I'm going to get through the week. And I keep, I've got it in my head that I'm going to figure it out, right? Like I'm going to crack this code and I'm going to keep making tweaks. I'm trying to be pretty calculated. It's pretty much how I feel like I'm in control of things, right? So I keep trying to change different variables about my week to try to make it more productive, right? I want to get more done. I want to be the best homeschool teacher, a super interactive, connected mom. I want the house to be clean. I want to make sure that I'm working out 5 days a week. I want to make sure that I'm making time to read and or learn a new skill. I'm trying to make sure that I have enough time to, access my creative side and all that stuff. And that I'm realizing has been a lot of pressure that I've put on myself in a time of transition and change. So I reached out to Tyndall, who's one of our counselors at RCA, and I'm going to tag her in this video. And I asked her if she had any advice or suggestions or tips or reminders on how to manage expectations during this time of transition, during this time of complete and total change. And I got a written response from her that I really want to read to y'all. So she says, and I quote, she says, "We are collectively feeling more fear and worry, which can take a huge toll on our bodies. To expect ourselves to be as productive or even more productive during this time is doing ourselves a disservice. We don't have to buy into the idea that we should be learning a new skill or deep cleaning our entire house during this time. We may need more rest and comfort, and that's okay. Fear can be exhausting. It is important to acknowledge this and seek what we need, whether that be reassurance, comfort, rest, play, or whatever else feels calming to you." So hearing that from Tyndall and trying to apply that to my life kind of looks like listening to my body, but also listening to what feels more natural, right? I think that for me, I've always been very programmed to make a list of the things that needs to get done, and then sometimes in places and seasons, this is a skill. And looking ahead a month from now and figuring out where I want to be or what objectives I need to accomplish, and scheduling things out so that way a week from D-Day, I know what I need to do. And 2 weeks from that, I know what that needs to look like. And I know what my Wednesdays need to look like to make sure that my Fridays are good. And I'm always doing this calculation and this push. And that reminder from Tyndall has been really helpful for me in the last week, to rest. I've needed so much rest. I have not been sleeping well. I am staying up too late and waking up too early, and I'm restless all night, and I'm having weird dreams. And the weather here in New Braunfels has been crazy, right? Don't get me started on pollen, because I've about had it with that. So all of this stuff has put us in flux on top of being at home. And I've just been tired So giving myself the time to let the laundry pile up and being okay with that has been an interesting and small exercise. Choosing to sit down with my daughter and watch a movie instead of saying, okay, I'm gonna put her in front of the TV and I have an hour and a half to run around the house and tidy up. I have an hour and a half to try to send out all those emails. I have an hour and a half to do the dishes and make lunch. Kind of adjusting those expectations and really listening to what I need. And I'm emotionally drained. I'm mentally exhausted from trying to solve every problem in my life and in my home and in the world. I'm mentally exhausted from reading the news and trying to figure out how to clean my groceries better. I'm mentally exhausted from um, making sure that I'm up to date on whatever's happening in Comal County. And that reminder from Tyndall is really going to help me. I think really helped me last week, but this week in particular is really going to help me seek some balance and not feel so pushed to continue to perform and perform and perform and be productive and really just try to be in the moment and do what I can. And anyway, I wanted to share that with you because that's something that I'm going to be taking forward this next week and really trying to focus on. And so, yeah, I think that's what these videos are going to be. They're going to be just things that I'm noticing in my own mental health in the way that it's fluctuating. And these videos are going to be about peer support, more or less. And they're going to be more about me sharing my own experience and me asking questions of professionals and seeing how to apply it to my life and just sharing that with you. So I would like to be very clear that I am not a professional. I am just a person that works at the most amazing mental health nonprofit. And I work with a lot of very passionate, ethical, accredited professionals. I am just a person that's really passionate about that. And I have my own mental health struggles with anxiety and depression and insomnia. And, you know, the list could go on. But I just wanted to share. I just want to be honest and vulnerable and let y'all know that we are all in this together, even though we feel so far apart. And I just wanted to let you know that that it's okay to be honest and it's okay to be open. And in this time where there's so much separation and a time when the word distance is used in a way that is exhausting and can further our isolation, we are also in a time of social media and FaceTiming and Zoom meetings. We are also in a time in spring in Texas when it's beautiful. I don't know if you can hear my wind chimes. You probably can. I'm sorry. That's probably been awful to listen to. That doesn't mean that we need to take away from the struggle either, right? Like we can be whole people and we can have whole experiences. And I'm just going to be here to try to share that with y'all, whatever that looks like, and whatever topics come to mind for me and whatever concerns I'm having or friends are bringing to me. I'm going to try to just be open about it and let y'all know what I'm doing and let y'all know that you're not alone and that there are people around you that care. And everybody at RCA, we are people that care. But I know you also have a social network. You also have a family unit. And this is a really valuable time to take care of ourselves and also just be more honest and vulnerable with those around us about what we need and when we need support and when we can actually offer it. Sometimes we can't. So that's it. And this is the first of many videos of Tiffany rambling. You do not have to watch these. But if you have any questions or you want to leave any comments about what you're doing to manage your own expectations in your life, if you want to share anything that's been helpful to you as far as managing, this idea of productivity while we're at home and what that looks like, please share with us. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.